Oh gosh, my collar. Didn't even check my hair. Well, I hope that's okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I think we're ready. All right. So we'll see what happens here. I'm talking to myself now. As far as I can tell, there's nobody on, but that's okay. I'm just going to adjust this a little wee bit. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, does that mean there's one person out there? Who is it? Can I tell? I guess not. Feel free to chat or say something if you're out there. Don't be shy, because I want to know you're out there. Because otherwise, why bother? But yeah, it's going to be totally extemporaneous. I don't have a an agenda. I'm going to let this go for probably 10 or 15 minutes, and if nothing much seems to be happening at that point, then we'll cut it off. But if I get somebody out there who is brave enough to comment or say something, depending on your device, there may be a place possibly on the bottom, more likely on the right hand side of your screen, where you can chat. Let's see, I just pushed another button. Oh gosh, where did I go? Am I still there? Can I get back to where I was? Here I am. There we go. All right. So yeah, if you got anything to say, go ahead and say it. I guess I need to know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Because this is totally new. I mean, I've been on, done 180 some odd, and some of them are pretty odd, vlogs and so forth. I've Zoomed a couple of times, but that's another story. I've Zoomed a couple of times, and I have spoken in front of people, crowds of people. So that's not the problem. The problem is, oh, there are two of you out there now. The problem is that this is the first time doing this, which is a direct live stream to YouTube. And so I'm not sure precisely how things are going to work. I know pretty sure there are two of you out there. I would like to know who you are. If you could make a comment somewhere, that would be good. There should be a chat off to the side. Unless, of course, you're looking the other way and then it's off to this side. It could be on the bottom, I suppose. Am I being helpful? Now, of course, when I look at the camera, I'm looking right at you, but I'm also looking down here just to see. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Just to see what's going on. Oh, okay, three of you, and I have no idea who you are. So again, feel free to chat. Now, I wonder. Okay, that's not going to do anything for me. Let me try this. I'm going to actually type something in here. And if I, send that, see what happens. Oh, I lost one. I'm down to two. I had three, and I lost one. And so 1 minus 2 is 3. No, 1 minus 3 is 2. Okay. But like I said, let's see, how can I tell? Okay, so we've been 4.5 minutes, and that's okay. Oh, hi, there's another third person. Again, I'm going to keep saying this because I don't know quite how this works yet, but I wouldn't mind it if you let me know who you are. Oh, what did I do? Oh, expand menu. Oh, I expanded my menu. Okay. Stream webcam manage. Okay. Uh, can you hear me? Let's see. That one doesn't seem to do anything. This seems to be the microphone. I wonder if I can. There we go. I muted myself, which some of you may prefer. But anyway, I unmuted myself. No, I unmuted myself. Yes. Okay. Uh, so yeah. Hey, person number 4. So we've had somewhere between 4 and 5 people watching. And now we're down to 3. Sorry to put you off there. Okay. So anyway, like I say, I'm going to let this go up to 10 or 15 minutes and then make a decision about whether to, well, I won't, unless things get really hot, I won't continue after beyond 15 minutes. Was hoping for a little more feedback, engagement. You know, I've got the vlog going, Vermonter in the Philippines, and that's one thing that to me has been a little disappointing. I get people who come there because they've seen a post on Facebook, either on my Facebook page or on my Vermonter in the Philippines Facebook page, and I put a link to the YouTube vlog, and people go there, but they 90% of the people who comment. So what's 90% of 4? 3.5. Very few people. Hey, number 5, good to see you. Oh, hey, Steve, good to see you, man. Hey, thanks for joining me. So I don't know if Steve is what number you were coming in, Steve, but I appreciate it. As I was saying to the others, this is the first time I've done this kind of thing, as you probably know, and it's going to be totally extemporaneous. I'll let it go for 10 or 15 minutes, depending on what happens, and then we'll take it from there. But so Steve, I know, is stuck, or at least last I knew, he was stuck down in New Jersey. And a little late, Steve. Yeah, well, I know you're stuck on the snow down in New Jersey. Steve's a trucker, and he, like me, has a Filipino wife and family. Unfortunately for him, he's stuck here, and they're stuck there. So that's a bit of a problem. But I recommend go take a look at his website, or yeah, YouTube site, which is This Is Our Philippines. A lot of good stuff from the Philippines. Very family oriented because he's got 3 kids, Steve, right? And he is now here in the States, trucking over, I guess you'd call it, what, Steve, the mid, let's see, I know he goes basically, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, as far out as Wisconsin, I think. So he gets around with his trucking stuff. 2 boys and a girl. Yeah, Steve. And yeah, so he's having a wonderful day today because of the weather. Steve, I haven't had a chance to look at your latest vlog from New Jersey, but I'll do that after I close this one down. Appreciate it. Whoever gave me a thumbs up, that's appreciated. We got 6 people watching. Maybe I'll keep going a few minutes more because we're at 9.5 minutes. There have been a few people from work who've said, "Oh, that'd be cool," and some people, as I said, some people online who said it'd be cool. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, wow! So Steve just got back from Nebraska. Wow, wow, yeah, good for you, man. I don't mind driving, but I don't want to be driving those distances under those circumstances. Um, So, yeah, I went into work today. For those of you who don't know, if there's anybody out there who doesn't know, I'm a physical therapist working per diem at this point because I've been trying to retire since 2008, and obviously I'm just not good at it. At retiring, and there's probably some people who tell you I'm not a very good therapist either, but that's another story. Um, but we uh, working per diem right at this stage is about right in terms of how much work I do. I wouldn't mind if it was down to like, oh, I don't know, zero. But I've discovered, particularly with the COVID business here, that if you work 0 hours, your paycheck reflects that, and it turns out to be zero. Which the bill collectors, they still want to collect. So what are you going to do? Um, yeah. So anyway, Nebraska. Wow. Yeah. Um, so weather here, we may get a few flurries tonight, but probably not too much. Going to be going on. Last one, we're down to 5, and I don't know if you guys. I don't know if from your end if you can tell how many people are watching this. I don't know. Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. Wow. All right. All right. Cool. So what do you want to talk about? Anybody? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thanks, Nancy. I didn't realize you had to create a channel. Now, Nancy was just telling me that. Yeah, Steve. Kung sabi walang peso, the bill collectors can get nasty. Yeah, walang peso is Tagalog or Filipino for no money. um, so Nancy was just telling me that in order to chat, you have to create your own YouTube channel. Now, I don't know, Nancy, you can let me know because it's been a while since I created mine. But to create a YouTube channel, you go to YouTube and push a few buttons, and that's I think about all it requires. You are then able to chat and comment on vlogs and what have you. And you can chat on live streams like this one. Uh, so there are channels out there who have no content. It's just the people have created a channel so that they can interact with other people out there who have a channel. Okay, good. Nancy said it wasn't. There was nothing big to create the channel, and she also says that'll be her. No comment. No content. Um, so if is there anything in particular that anybody wants to talk about or have me talk about? I can talk about. I can talk about a lot of stuff. Some of which I know what I'm talking about, and others not so much. Yeah, right, Steve. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, Steve was just saying that a lot of people like to interact, but not worry about creating their own content, and that's correct. What was I going to say? Oh, just just for fun, I am, as they sometimes say, vlogging the vlog. So I've got a camera set up over there, my YouTube camera. I'm using the webcam right off, or the camera right off my laptop. And if I show you here that you shouldn't see. Um, anyway, this is what the picture looks like from the webcam or the YouTube camera, which is right up there. Anyway, I've always liked gadgets and electronics and computers and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Nancy. John wants to know where you can buy San Miguel beer. I can look it up. You may recall last time we came down there, I brought some San Miguel from right here in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. So if you ever go up to West Lebanon, New Hampshire, look for Beverage King, I think it's called. I'll look it up. And yeah, you can buy San Miguel beer. Now, the reason we're talking about San Miguel beer, for those of you who don't know, I know Steve knows, but that's a very popular beer in the Philippines. As a matter of fact, San Miguel Corporation owns, what, a third of the Philippines? Just guessing. And you can buy it right here in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. I mean, who knew? Yep. Okay. So yeah, Steve was just saying he met an old time subscriber out of Iowa who chats and comments, but doesn't have any content in his YouTube channel. And I know there are several people out there like that. So and that's absolutely cool. I just like to. It's just nice to have feedback on YouTube as opposed to having comments pop up on Facebook, which is also nice. I mean, at least people are watching. Let me see. What else was I going to say? San Miguel beer. Oh, yes. So Nancy, who has been commenting, and she mentioned John. John's her husband. John and I are old. Well, not old. We're Navy buddies. We were in the Navy together, and it's amazing. That was how long ago? But we've stayed in touch. John, Dave, David Payne, and Ralph Webb, and Michael McAlexander are five of us. Is that five? Who've stayed pretty much stayed in touch since our Navy days, and that's been a nice thing. Oh my gosh, I went over 15 minutes now. So Steve says, yeah, he was sorry to cut off the San Miguel discussion, but we were making him thirsty. I imagine it's been a while since you've had a San Miguel, Steve. And Nancy says 50 years. Whoa, 50 years. Wow, yeah, I guess so. Doesn't seem that long. So we must have been, what, Nancy, 12 at the time, I'm thinking, give or take. We must have all cheated when we signed up to join the military, I think. So this is plain old iced tea. Mm. Yes. So I hadn't intended this to go this long, but if you want, I can keep jabbering on. You can keep commenting, and we can take it from there. I wonder if let me see. I got 2 people commenting, which is great. I appreciate it. I got 6 people watching, so 7. Hi, number 7. I don't know who you are, but good to see you. Nancy says, yeah, 1972, we were in short pants. Yeah, we were. That's right. Not today. Oh, well, we lost. We had 7 for a minute or less, and now we're down to 6. If you would like us to do this kind of thing again, hang on, I'm still talking. I got a. Oh, okay. So Let me get back to you. There we go. I just read a note from one of my cousins who watched for a little while, and let me put that back on there. Watched for a little while, but couldn't comment. Create a channel. They want a credit card. Well, credit card information, even though they said they wouldn't charge, which I don't think they will. I don't. But so she watched for a little while, and so that was one of them that we had. But she didn't want to create a channel so that she could comment, which is fine. But I think you can, in fact, comment without, or not comment, but you can watch without commenting, and that's fine. Whatever works for your individual circumstances here. I'm just looking at okay. I wonder if I can. Whoops, I lost. Don't worry, I'll find you. Lost my place. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I got it. So yeah. So if you want to do this kind of thing again and have maybe a little more coherence, I suggest you go to a different channel. No. Um, okay. So Steve just said he likes to have people comment, and then he doesn't have to jabber on with his own thoughts. And apparently that works for me too, because we're up to 22 minutes. I was going to cut it at 15, but apparently I can talk more than I thought I could. Not that it makes any more sense than I thought it would, but you know, let me see. And John said he talked to Ralph, and he's doing better today, and having supper with his son and grandson. Yeah, well, I won't go into details, but we're all about the same age. I'll just leave it at that. Although I think I'm pretty, I don't know. I may be the oldest. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you want to do this kind of thing again, want to have a little more coherence, one way or another on Facebook or email or here on YouTube, whatever method works, Messenger, Facebook messages, whatever works. Let me know what you'd like to have me jabber on about a particular subject, and we can do that. This was just kind of an experiment to see, number one, if I could make it work, which I figured I could, but number one, to make sure I could make it work, and then also just to see if there was any interest at all, and where that would lead us. Yeah, Steve. Time goes by quickly when you're having fun. Let's see. Oh, okay. So another cousin is watching and listening, but doesn't want to create a channel, so that's cool. And there's a question out there from one of my cousins asking how my father is. He's fine. He should, as far as I know, he would have gotten his. Today's the 17th. I don't remember if it was going to be today or the end of the week, but he's getting his, either has gotten or is getting his second vaccine, COVID vaccine soon. For those of you who don't know, my father is 98 years old, living at home alone, pretty much, except my sister, bless her soul, goes down to see him pretty much on a daily basis. They usually have lunch together or whatever. She'll leave meals for him that he can heat up in the microwave, or I don't know, sometimes the oven or on the stove or whatever. Anyway, he doesn't do a lot of cooking for himself. He's capable. Used to be a short order cook over at Lake George, New York, when he first got out of the service. Um, and he was World War II, First Marine Division. Saw a lot of action in the South Pacific. He and his two brothers, my uncles Bob and Paul, they were all wounded, all came back, and all raised families and so forth. He is my father is the last of the three brothers, but we still have the two little sisters, who are Aunt Grace and Aunt Alice. And Aunt Grace is she's going to have a birthday next Tuesday. Got the card. I just got to send it. I don't want to send it too early. But she's 91 this year. I forget. Laura, help. Sorry, I get distracted by reading the comments once in a while. She's doing fine. Aunt Alice is doing fine. My father's doing fine. So it's all good. My uncles Paul and Bob both have passed. Paul's wife, Aunt Betty, died a few years ago, and Bob's wife, Aunt Mary Lou, died just actually a few days ago. She had died on her birthday. She had just turned 98. Jocko, also known as John. No, this is not my Navy issued blue work shirt issued in 1971. I may have that in a pile somewhere. I'm not sure. I do have my flight suit. I have at least one, perhaps two gloves. I got a pair of boots that we used to wear on the flights. And a few other. Oh, I've got my pea coat, of course. I got my Dixie cup, several pieces of my uniform. The only one that might still fit, maybe the gloves, and probably the hat might still fit. The rest of them, or the boots should fit. Yeah. Steve, a lot of people do seem to have a little more trouble with the second shot than the first, and I don't know that there's a difference between the Moderna and the Pfizer. I've gotten both shots, and that's because I work at a nursing home in New Hampshire. So I actually got the shot from New Hampshire, despite the fact that I live in Vermont, and I had to be covered to work there. And the second shot was nothing, just felt the next day as though somebody stuck a needle in my arm. Other than that, nothing. Some people, though, have had more difficulty with the second shot, and others, like myself, don't seem to find it to be much of a difference. So I think it's pretty much an individual thing. Oh, sweet it is. I have to work on that. For those of you who don't remember, Jackie Gleason used to come out on the stage. I think he did his monologue. We had the Jackie Gleason show. And I think he did his monologue, and he'd take a sip of something and say, how sweet it is. That was no good. And then he'd leave the stage. And if you're thinking of Jackie Gleason, most of you are close enough to my age, you'll remember. But he was part of the Honeymooners. That started out as a skit on their show and then developed into, I think, its own show after a while. Probably a half-hour TV show. Jane Meadows, Art Carney, and I can't remember who played. Help me out here. I can't remember who played Art Carney's wife on that show. So, in theory, part of what I should be doing is this and this. The facility I work on, I've been there 4 years, give or take, and I have paychecks from 4 or maybe 5, or will be 5 different employers. Companies buy and sell nursing homes the way we buy and sell stuff. Normal people don't buy and sell stuff the way they buy. These corporations buy and sell nursing homes. But in particular, they have purchased a lot of times the rehab part of a nursing home is not owned by the nursing home itself. We were employed by different companies who contracted with the nursing home. And so for a while, the nursing home was its own entity, Hanover Terrace. And then a year ago, give or take, it was purchased by a company called Bear Mountain. And Bear Mountain has now sold it to another. No, actually, Bear Mountain still has it, but they're not continuing to do to handle the rehab themselves. They've sold that part of it to a company called Encore. So for a while, our checks came from Bear Mountain. Soon, our checks are going to come from Encore. And prior to that, were 3 or 4 other companies that we worked for. Anyway, so of course, they each have their own way of doing things. And so I got to go online and do all that stuff. And I've got, 7,000 hours of work to do online, and they want it by Monday. So should be fine. Okay. So I don't have a lot more to say, but as I said, give me, well, okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I just realized I not only do I not have a lot more to say, I haven't really said a lot. Their words have come out, but they haven't amounted to much. I can continue that, but rather than take up all of your valuable time, I think we'll call this in a couple of minutes. And if you want to have specific topics you want to talk about, Philippines, Vermont, physical therapy, pick a topic, singing, whatever. If there's something that you've seen on my channel and you'd like to get more details on that, let me know. We can do this again, depending on the response. This has been pretty good, but depending on the response, subsequently, when other people look at this on live, not live, we'll be watching. When that happens, we'll decide whether to do this again or not. So I'll need feedback to help me decide whether or not to do this again. I'm going to call this. I appreciate those of you who came and watched. John and Nancy, Steve, Becky, Donna, and oh, okay. Thanks, John. John signing off, and 2 shots, and he was a little tired the second time. I should have asked him what were the shots. Whiskey, Scotch, don't know. And anyway, so thanks for joining me. Give me as much feedback as you can in whatever forum you're comfortable with, and we'll take it from there. I'm just going to look real quick here and see if there are any other no other apparent comments on Facebook at this stage. Okay, thanks a lot. Vermonter in the Philippines sign off for tonight, and we'll get back to you again someday, perhaps. Well, hang on. Nancy, before or after? I don't know. Okay. Good night, Steve. Stay warm. Good thing you got a good heater in your truck, if in fact you're in your truck tonight. Again, I'm going to watch your vlog right after I sign off here. So, everyone have a good evening. Stay safe and warm. And maybe we'll meet up again like this sometime. Okay. Oh, I got to find the end stream. Oh, there it is. Okay, so ending the stream. Thanks again.